Ken Jennings calls one moment on Jeopardy hallucinatory. Ken Jennings was one of the most successful Jeopardy players in history. However, when it came time to replace Alex Trebek as the show's host, he had to do a lot to convince the producers he was the right person for the job. This included going through what Kern calls a boot camp, where the producers tested him. Here is what Ken said he went through to get his job as the Jeopardy host. Ken Jennings goes through testing to win Jeopardy hosting job. Ken Jennings won the role of the Jeopardy host after Alex Trebek died. However, he split the duties with Mayim Bialik before she left the series, and he took over as the main host. Despite his history with the show, Ken said that he had to go through a boot camp to prove he was deserving of the position. In an interview with CBS News, Jennings described what it was like to audition and try out for the jobs. Ken wasn't even the first choice, as Mike Richards took over as the host after Trebek's death. However, some past lawsuits and some things that Richards said on a podcast cost him the job. Jeopardy then hired Ken Jennings and Mayim Bialik to split duties, and each of them took turns as hosts of the show. However, before this happened, Jennings had to prove he could do the job. There actually was some dress rehearsal. They had the writers of the show pretend to be contestants, Jennings explained. He said that the writers would be well-mannered contestants at the start. However, they would then start to push the envelope and do things wrong to see how he would react to it. You're trying to be a perfect narrator for the show, but you're also the referee. Shape the pace of it a bit like an orchestra conductor. Frame the story of the game like a play-by-play announcer, Ken explained. He seems to have done the right things, because he came out of it as the new Jeopardy host. Ken Jennings calls one moment on Jeopardy hallucinatory. Ken Jennings said he is growing more comfortable in his role as the Jeopardy host. However, there is one thing that still gets to him in a hallucinatory manner. That is when announced Johnny Gilbert says his name. Every day, I expect him to say, the host of Jeopardy, Alex Trebek. But he says my name and I have to talk out there, Ken admits. It's an honor. I really want the show to succeed and have the same profile it had during Alex's years. What are your thoughts on Ken Jennings' performance as the Jeopardy host? Do you feel he is fitting in well with the role? Let us know your thoughts in the comments below.